PJ, let's talk about your backup quarterback right now.
Who's that?
Who, Dak?
Dak Prescott
on
Friday.
Friday. We knew where that was going.
Hey, you know what? This sounds just like my children. If Susie or I discipline one child, they kick it to another sibling of theirs.
I have nothing to do with this.
Hey, you take a shot at me, the shot just gets deflected.
That's collateral
Hey,
damage,
Dak
folks.
was at the 35th Annual Children's Cancer Fund down there in Dallas.
Love this
and,
guy.
was asked how the hamstring is doing after he only played 8 games last year because of it. This is what he had to say.
Yeah, I'm getting close to where I want to be. I don't want to put a percentage on it. Know we've got team activities coming up. Imagine myself being involved in some sort, if not all. But then again, understanding my age, what I've went through is it's about getting to the fall and being my best in the fall. So not rushing anything, but I'm where I want to be. If I had to play a game today, I definitely could do that. So it's about moving forward healthy to make sure I can play 17 when the time's 20 and whatever that we get to when the time's right.
Love him.
Wow.
Listen, let me tell you this, man.
20 games, that's what I'm saying.
I'm going to repeat this, and I'm going to keep saying this. I'm going to pound this drum for the next 10 days.
You're going to be disrespectful this time?
I am not.
Okay.
I am not being disrespectful at all. I'm going to pound this drum for 10 days. I pounded it before leaving for the week last week.
With all respect.
Jerry Jones. Go trade for Travis Hunter. Do it. Go
Do it.
trade for Travis
Do it.
Hunter. You need an injection of superstardom. You need it. You know you want it. You know you have it. And you know you got to pay Micah. We all know it. You said, you need to sometimes sit back and see how it all plays out with other people. Sometimes it doesn't involve the people that you're waiting to sign. Sometimes it does. All of that stuff he said at the owners' meeting that made no sense. All of it. What makes sense is when you're paying Dak what you're paying him, and you're paying CD what you're paying him, and you're paying Michael what you're going to have to pay him, and what you're paying Diggs, and you're paying all of these stars of your team. Okay? You trade draft capital in the future to get one of the biggest stars to come to this team since Randy Moss wanted to show up. Okay? This is what we're talking about here because it checks every box. You need help on offense for your quarterback, don't you? Let's add him to CeeDee Lamb. You need help on the back end of your defense, maybe, right? You already got a bunch of guys there. You're handling your business there. So maybe that's why he would major on offense in Dallas. And then on occasion, you need to make sure A.J. Brown is handled. You need to make sure Devontae Smith is handled. You need to make sure McLaurin's handled. You need to make sure, let's go down the list who's handled, right? Malik Neighbors, just in your own division. This kid can do that. And then on top of it, you need buzz. You need people coming to your...
Oh, yeah.
You need people who want to, stare. Who's having lunch today when I'm on my tour of your facility?
Who's working out?
I'm serious. If that's supposedly what's so important there, it's part and parcel of running the Cowboys Incorporated. And then on top of it, you want to be talked about, right? Like, spell my name right, right? What more could you ask for than having Dion associated with your team again in some way, shape, or form, lording over the Schottenheimer process? Oh, my God. Dion's doing this. Dion's doing that. I'm sure Dion, he's happy where he is. He just crushed it, But who cares that he signed a new contract for, what?
5 years?
Eight figures per. Who cares?
Yeah.
Who cares? Doesn't matter.
55 million.
He could loom. What do you think? Everybody in Topic Bar country in our business
Topic Bar
doesn't want would be nuanced about. Well, he signed. He's not going anywhere. It would be checking every box. It would be expensive.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Draft compensation, but you've got this kid under contractual control for 5 years. He's the quarterback of this system, and by that I mean you can win in his first iteration of his contract now, and you add dynamic play to two positions. I don't know why people aren't talking about this kid now. Didn't Ross Tucker come on the show last week and saying that? He's absolutely right. We're not talking about him enough.
Right.
No.
That's what I think of when I see Dak. You want to support Dak? Go and make the big-ass move that nobody's expecting.
Why are you like, I thought we were cool, you and I.
Dude.
Why are you doing this to me? You know this ain't going to happen, man. You hyped me up for like 3 minutes just now. I'm seeing it, Brotman. I had a dream the other night that Travis Hunter was playing for Dallas and had to hit the triple. He had a punt return, a pick, and a pass for a touchdown all in one game.
Who's that guy? That guy's named Deion Sanders. Who is Deion created to do exactly this in the Dallas lab?
Yep.
Deion Sanders for Travis Hunter. And this right here, the release of fandom for you, TJ, and Corey in Iowa, we could rip that up. Because you wouldn't sign that. You wouldn't sign that in a million years.
I take a blowtorch to it.
Topic Bar Country, that Taylor Sheridan spinoff?
Topic Bar Country is a Taylor Sheridan spinoff. Correct. Yeah.
Got it.
Topic Bar Country. Oh, it's great. Hey, how about this one? How about the Cleveland Browns taking Travis Hunter 2 and then flipping up from 33 to, say, 20? Because, again, if it's a third-round selection and a fifth and sixth round swap, and Denver would be willing to go from 20 down to 33. To just pop out of the first round. Maybe you get Cleveland to sweeten that a little bit more. Okay? What if Cleveland went ahead? Because, again, if I'm already going scenarios with I think the Cowboys should move up from 12 to 2 to take Travis Hunter.
Rich. Yeah, go. Keep him going.
What if the Browns, if Shador's dropping, trade into the first round again and get both Travis Hunter and Shador Sanders and basically become the Colorado Browns or the Cleveland Buffaloes on the first night of the NFL draft? What if they do that? What would Browns fans think of that?
Didn't they trade back in to take Johnny Manziel?
Well, you have something called the internet right there.
I get it. I think of it. I ask
I
it.
don't. I don't know if they did, but I'm just saying. Forget even if there's precedence or not.
They did. They moved up to 22.
How about they keep Myles Garrett? They get two veterans, and they get Shador Sanders and Travis Hunter. How would you like that, Cleveland Brown fans? And all it would cost you would be whatever it costs to go from the top of the second round, 33rd overall pick, to 20.
So in 2014,
would that be the win?
Cleveland was at 26, and they swapped that along with a third round pick, number 83, to move up to 22, which was Philadelphia, to take Manziel.
Well, and let's just assume
Shador's still there.
Shador could still be there, man.
Yeah.
I mean, Mike just gave you the scenario here.
I know, but
he just gave you the scenario.
There's a chance.
You say that like it's a bad thing, but you got to remember, you're a fan, so you want him to go into the right spot.
I know.
It would be great if he stirred, but if it's not a place where he can thrive, I'd rather him go later to a little bit better of a team as a fan.
Travis and him go together.
Here's who doesn't want that. And I think we need to start talking about this.
Okay.
Kevin Stefanski does not want that.
Why?
Because if the Browns start off slowly, all you're going to hear is, well, Deion should coach this team. And so now he gets immediately put on the hot seat.
I think anybody who drafts Shador.
Well, if they got both of them, then it's going to be even louder.
But the whole point of Stefanski's a two-time coach of the year. I know that means nothing, but
it's got to mean something.
I don't know. Why would they start slow? And I know you're saying it's the Cleveland Browns, but
well, Shador's week one starter.
No, I don't think he would be.
Great. Pickett starts out slow. They're 2-4. Here it comes.
Then throw Flacco in there.
Oh gosh.
Why? Oh gosh.
You saw how that went.
Last year's a different story. Flacco won the comeback player of the year with less of a roster.
He had four good games.
He won comeback player of the year
from the couch
in a month and a half.
I get it. And then got absolutely smoked in a playoff game.
I don't know why Stefanski would be the one probably pounding the table for something like this.
you're immediately on the hot seat, and it's already on Dion watch. If that
Guess what?
happens.
Then if that happens, I think Stefanski would find a gig somewhere else pretty damn fast.
Okay, I'm just saying the reality.
I don't think that's why you don't do something. You do something or you don't do something. I'm just throwing that out there for Browns fans. Why wouldn't they come back in and make a splash for Shador and take Travis Hunter to start it? And you keep Myles Garrett, and you get two veterans in your quarterback room, and now you got Jerry Jeudy, and you got options, man.
Is Nick Chubb back?
He's not, though. He's a free agent, right?
I don't know. It just seemed to me at times that they ran the football effectively without him. But it would be a third. They would not pick again if they did something like that. They would not. Let me see here. They would not pick again until 94th overall. If they had to cough up their third round pick.
Those are your.
Why don't you get those two guys? Like, that's fine. You still have your second.
No, you don't have your second. You give up your second to go do that.
Ooh.
Yeah.
And then you give up your third to go do that.
Oof. But yeah.
And then you don't choose again to your 94th overall. I believe.